So, we were talking earlier about trust, and we know that the mindful attitude of trust is about trusting in the innate wisdom of nature, the law of the universe. We know that there's a greater organizational power at work that causes the trees to grow and your heart to beat and your digestive system to work. But, hello little guy, got a visitor, got somebody on the screen. Hey guy. Ciao for now. He's gone. Here comes another one. So, we're talking about trust, but I want to take this trust to people. We have this ability to trust naturally as human beings. However, our trust tends to break down when we have an experience with someone else that we didn't enjoy. We talked about protecting ourselves in my last video about can a leopard change its spots, and how we bandage up our wounds to protect ourselves from pain. Trust is one of these things that tends to go, that we lose when we are bandaging ourselves up. But we do have an innate ability to trust, and I want to just highlight some examples to show how we do this in normal life. So, for example, there's the unconscious level of trust, where we just know that when we get up to move from A to B, go to the kitchen for a glass of water, that we have trust that our legs will take us there. We have trust that our digestive system will work and take our food and nourish our body. There's an element of trust that we do not consciously apply any attention to because we know it will take place. That's an element of unconscious trust, I would say, perhaps is a good way to describe it. I want to talk about the trust that we lose in people, but we still have it in, let's say, animals. Okay, so we don't expect our pet dog to talk to us in English, right? That sounds ridiculous, I know, but we don't. We don't go to our cat and then expect that our cat will say to us, by the way, can you get me a wet pouch, please? Or we don't. When I was in South Africa the other day, and we were out walking with lions, which was a completely mind-blowing experience to be so close to these majestic animals. But there was a lot of guidance from the people who were taking us around. We weren't allowed to crouch down. We needed to stay in large groups. We had to keep a certain distance away. And what I'm saying here is there's an element of trust that exists that we do not lose when we're around these creatures, when we're around these animals, when we're around these lions or our domestic pets. Because we trust that they will act as they are. We trust that the lion will act like a lion, so we don't take silly risks. And then there is a wisdom that comes with that. We trust that a dog will be like a dog, so we don't have any expectations or false expectations from this dog. But what we do know is that we don't bring that same level of trust to people. And here is the thing. If we can trust that a dog will only act like a dog and a cat will only act like a cat, then we should trust people to only act in accordance with their own level of awareness, to only act at their ability, to only be where they are. So I once heard a very fantastic speaker, I kind of remember where he said it, I don't remember who it was, but it was to act in accordance. I think it was Eckhart Tolle, that fantastic teacher who spoke about the power of now. And he said, I trust everyone to act in accordance with their own consciousness. Because he was asked the question, do you trust everyone? And he said, yes, I do. How can that be? How can you trust everyone? People might hurt you. There are people who might steal, take your things, want to cause you harm. He said, I trust every person to act in accordance with their own consciousness. It's quite a powerful statement. So when we trust that everyone will act in accordance with their own consciousness, then we can actually trust everyone. And we can bring a level of wisdom to our engagements, as we do with walking in nature, and as we do with our engagements with our own animals and our own pets. We don't expect them to act like they're not, but we bring that expectation to others. So if we accept then that people will only act in accordance with their own consciousness, it allows us to engage with a level of freedom and spaciousness. It allows us to relax into our engagement without expecting them to be something that they are not. And in that engagement, we're empowering the other person as well, because they feel free to be who they are. So if we understand that we're trusting everyone to act in accordance with their own consciousness, then people will invariably, they will trust us more as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like if you found it useful, subscribe, share, and if there's anything you want me to talk about in a future video, leave it in the comments below. See you next time. Bye for now.